Welcome to another Masquerade by Night revamped production. The following is rated for mature audiences and may contain graphic themes that will be distressing to some viewers. As always, we recommend you ensure the safety and well-being of yourself and those around you at all times. Viewer discretion is advised.
And welcome to the SPbN By Night Twitch channel where we play St. Petersburg by Night, a massive multiplayer tabletop role-playing game set in the world of darkness. We play Vampire the Masquerade, Hunter the Reckoning, and Werewolf the Apocalypse. My name is Nikki, also known as Crafty Mirage on all social medias, and I am one of the storytellers here on SPbN By Night. Make sure to check out SPbN By Night on all major social media platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on TikTok for as long as it's around, we're on Instagram, and we're on YouTube. But you also should check us out on our website, SPbNByNight.com, where we have our city map, storyteller profiles, a list of our games, and our one-of-a-kind threat meter. If you aren't already a subscriber here on Twitch, you should go ahead and hit that follow button and catch up on our past episodes. And if you're interested in playing with us, come join our Discord server and be a part of our amazing community. Today we are playing SPbN By Night Don't Get Caught, one of the many chronicles here on St. Petersburg by Night. Let's introduce our players.
Hi, I'm Krezaz. I play Rex Elias. Nosferatu.
I'm Jay. I play Valerie Monette. Ventru.
Hi, and I'm Tyler. I'll be playing Lucian the Brewhog.
Tonight, we start our scene in the Coterie Haven. Valerie, you have just woken up from your day sleep, so go ahead and give me your rouse check. Rex, you can go ahead and give me yours as well for the day.
Let's go hunger unchanged.
Increase on mine.
All right. So you wake from your day sleep to the sound of the door downstairs closing. And you hear the sound of a car driving away.
A question I forgot to ask earlier. Am I still at 0 hunger? Because I haven't had a hunger increase since my 0 hunger.
If you haven't had a hunger increase yet, then yeah, you are still at 0 hunger.
And it's just me in the haven right now, not
you and
Rex
River.
here.
Which River you can hear? You can hear River walking out of the upstairs adjoining bathroom and making his way down the stairs.
I'm making my way down the stairs. I figure it's probably Rex, coming in.
You head downstairs and you see River holding a note that had just been like left taped to the door. And he reads it over, sighs a bit, and holds it out to you.
Well, I'll take it and read it then. Kind of confused.
It's a note from Avery that simply reads, "I can't do this anymore. I wish you luck, but I can't risk my life or the lives of those I need to protect."
It's just a moment of looking at this for. Maybe that's gonna make things a lot more difficult. Apparently, the one thing she was good at. Well, whatever. We'll find a way.
Miss Bonet, should we alert Mr. Elias since he's in charge?
Yeah, we'll send a message in the group chat then, and I'll send a message in that group chat to Rex.
Which you do
Explain the
see
situation.
in the group chat. The message, Avery has left the group chat.
Yeah, and I'll just send a message about a note, what it said. And I meant add on to it that seems like we might need to wait on the mission considering we lost Avery.
Rex will have the reading dots for a minute, or typing dots for a minute. But eventually it says fuck and just ellipsis, and then it responds, "No, we have to get this done. Too much is on the line if we don't."
There's like the typing dots, and then they disappear. Then the typing dots, and they disappear. After a little bit, it'll just Valerie will send. We don't quite have the manpower. It's just the two of us. I think both of us aren't very good at fighting. Do you have anyone you can bring in, call on?
I'll text back. I have Nate, but I don't trust him to be a good shot. I do have some shotguns for you, me, and River at least. Hopefully that'll be enough. And then I'll put OMW because I'm on my way.
All right. So, Rex, you get a ride, I assume, from Cheese or Fudge.
Mm-hmm.
And you start heading down to the Coterie Haven. It's not a long drive. You live relatively close, and this area doesn't get a lot of traffic at night. But you arrive, you let yourself in. Valerie and River are both up and about and have been waiting for you. And I just remembered I need to make a little sticky note for River as well. But the scene is yours.
Well, shit.
That is a way to put it. I figured maybe it would be the last run. At the very least, we would be able to, at least after the Wight, but this puts us in a really shitty spot.
Yeah. She told me something, and I think she might have second guessed everything I said back, and the fact that she revealed what she did. I hope you trust that I don't say what it is in confidence. But it's who knows? There's all kinds of things that would have happened. Hey, do you know anything about this thing I got from text I got from Marcos? Fucking shit went down at some point, apparently.
I've also got something similar. I have a vague idea about it, but it would be better to talk about it later. I perhaps overshared a bit more than I should, or I should have, at a event Avery invited me to, but I'm sure it's not just entirely me. There are many others who are also saying of it too much, especially a certain individual that we that's had a tendency to talk more than they should.
Are you saying that you're partially to blame for this?
I could be. I'm not going to default myself of all blame here or try to excuse myself. However, I don't think that I am entirely to blame. It's tensions rising up could very well just be something that was already brewing, bound to happen at some point. Maybe it was not entirely what I said, but what others said. Who knows?
Okay. Are we gonna have? We might have to talk about that at some point. But also, like, is someone gonna be looking for you? Because I got scared when I saw that message. I started patrolling around, making sure no fucking cams were coming this way. Should I be concerned?
What I did was more of a calculated risk. There could be a not exactly the cam down south, but someone could come looking if the risk that I took didn't pay out. I took a calculated risk thinking that I could say something and use the fact that I said it in such a group to defend myself, to act as a shield. But it very well could backfire. So individuals from I told you a little bit about it where I ran from. They could come. I shared some information about them, and they could come looking if it doesn't play out that I expected it to. But it probably should focus on the Wight situation first. All that cameraless situation actually might work out in our favor because that means they will not be messing with us. No cameraless is going to come and try and talk with us or find out information from us because they don't want to deal with us or have any sort of relation with us. So it would be better to keep information secret.
All right, if you say so. Well, do we have everything set up? Do you need time to do anything first?
Well, I have the individual that I've looked at and I scoped out. We can grab whenever, but to just go out, you should at least try and reassess what we're doing. There's just the two of us or three of us wouldn't be able to do quite well.
It's about this time that you hear the sound of a motorcycle outside your house.
You know anyone that rides a motorcycle?
This loudly at night? No.
Rex will open the door and peer out.
As you open the door, Lucian, go ahead and describe what they see.
Lucian is a dashing man in his 30s with slick back, black hair, sunglasses at night, leather jacket, classic rock, short black jeans, maybe a little bit of tears and patches on him, a couple patches on the leather jacket, and black combat boots. Kind of takes out a comb and fixes his hair, lights up a cigarette, starts to head on over.
Hey man, what's up? Were you here for some effects or something?
Hey, I guess they decided to send in the cavalry.
Oh, can I roll to see if I can tell this is Lucian?
We met Lucian at Denoches.
I don't think I've well, okay, yes, I have. Oh, duh. Yeah, I've met Lucian.
You've met Lucian in Open RP.
Right, yeah. Oh,
We both did.
shit. Yeah, Lucian, I'm sorry, man. I didn't recognize you. It's just I didn't expect to see you here in our territory. So I guess you've heard about the whole situation that we're having then.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a surprise to myself as well, but seems like the Patron had to give me a call. A little too much tea was spilt at the last tea party next to my goddamn place of business, nonetheless.
Okay, so man,
So,
this shit was deeper than I thought, I guess.
well, I'm already on the Cammy's shit list, so figured let's not make it any worse. So I'm here on behalf of your boss. Lend you a hand.
All right, well, I'll turn to Valerie and open the door some more. Hey Val, I guess cavalry has arrived.
Oh, that would do. Okay, I suppose we can continue with what we were planning. I didn't expect to see you, Lucian. It's a pleasure.
At ease. I just figured we'd listen to the plan first. What do you
Yeah.
folks whip up?
Well, it's your plan, Val.
So, what we have planned with that, we found out the mode of transport where this creature strikes from, usually from sewer exits and by bodies of water. So, and likes to flee back into the sewers after it's done. We figured we would take a target, a individual that we scoped out that we could use as bait, won't be missed if anything does go too badly. We use them as as a bait to lure out the creature, walk it by a sewer exit, by bodies of water. There's a location we picked out by a boatyard that we can use as a alibi. There's contraband there. We can just say spin the story or make it seem like it was gang violence. We try and get the creature out using this individual. Once they jump out, once they attack them and ambush this person, Rex here will try and bag them over the head because they have an ability to scare and to repel others away just by looking at them or by looking at them. So we can bag them up, and after that, we would try and take them down. Hope we were preparing, or at least I was preparing, to try and take them alive if we can try and find out any information using other means, or without we get anything from interrogation. But there's some with abilities who can find out information just by blood alone.
Yeah, De Leon provided us with concussive and flame rounds. I've got shotguns I've prepared for at least us. I don't know if you've come with anything. Either way, I can give you the one that we were gonna give to the ghoul here, but whatever you want to do.
Got a gun and a motorcycle. That's usually all I need. Think it's really wise to take it in alive, though. Why not just end this now?
Because this could be a part of a greater issue. We're trying to make sure that whatever made this thing, whether it be negligence or something else, doesn't happen again. If it just was a fall from grace, we can see if we can find where their sire is and make sure that they don't have anything like that happen again.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been briefed on the situation with our Wight, but she seems to have been turned and not only embraced but also turned into a Wight in less than like 2 months.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, that explains quite a bit. Usually they're old as hell.
Yeah, so bringing it alive is to try and find out what exactly happened, of how this came to transpire. It's risky, but I mean, if we don't, we're going to be running off of very little information.
Yeah, so we're hoping to maybe like blow its limbs off or something with those concussives.
All right, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I killing it's always the best option, if you ask me. But we take off its limbs, that solves a lot of the problem. It'd be really good to stick a bag over its head. It's a ravenous thing.
I
It's
got
gonna be going kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think I got it. If need be, I think I'm gonna grab one of those string bags so it'll like go over real quick, and so it won't be hard to take off. Um, but other than that, that's the best I got. I string it up, bag it, kick it away from me, and we try to take it down. Either that or it trip us over us. Either way.
You got transport?
It's actually not a bad walk from here. It's only like, I don't know, like half an hour at most by foot.
If that, it's only a few blocks away.
Yeah, it's fairly close. I mean, in worst case scenario, my ghoul can drive us over. But like I said, it's a very short walk. You should be able to just walk over there, spring this off, and run back to here.
I'm more worried about carrying a limbless body all the way back here, to be honest.
I
Thought about.
have a vehicle. I can throw it in the trunk. The ghoul, River speaks up.
Oh, River. By the way, did you prepare some steaks? I know you had one last time.
Yes, I got some steaks from Home Depot earlier this afternoon, so I didn't sleep much last night, but they're here, and he he grabs a bag a Home Depot bag from the back room from the kitchen, and just dumps a bunch of steaks onto the coffee table. So there's he bought 10 of them.
Lucian will grab one.
Yeah, well, I guess. Oh, yeah. Each of us should grab one at least.
Yeah, there's 10, so you can split them up amongst yourselves. Each of you get between the three of you, you can each get 3, and River will have 1.
So we're going guns over knives.
Yeah, I guess so.
It is the Wight. I'd rather not get too close to it. It has the ability to grow claws, so I'd rather not get close to this thing.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, I guess plan B and grab it, and I'll try to grab it and someone's take it. Quick.
That works.
Worst case scenario, if it survives the first few shots, we can do that as well if it's slowed down enough.
Yeah, let's try your plan where we stand 20 feet away from it.
Alright, so with the plan discussed, the location picked out, and a pretty good idea of what you're going to be doing, how you're going to be following through with everything discussed, the last thing you need is the bait to lure out the Wight. So River has been keeping an eye on this homeless woman. She's been staying in the area, and he would probably be able to just lure her into the car if needed, or Valerie, you would be able to lure her into a car if needed.
Yep, that's the plan. I'd rather, if I can, actually, no, I'll not try and make her too stressed out just yet. I'm trying to think of what type of blood this Wight prefers, but it's probably not too picky.
Would you, if you would like, you can give me a wits and insight based on the information, or intelligence and insight based on information you have already learned of the Wight so far and all of the victims it's had.
I'm gonna rouse so I can try and get +2 dice to this. Oh, back to 1 hunger.
Oh no, 1 hunger.
It was a good run while it lasted.
Yeah. 2 sessions in the 0 hunger club. That's a lot.
Do I want to willpower? Well, why not? It's probably best that I know this.
I'm going to be checking my cams to see if they are in fact in the area, just to
Okay.
make sure.
Go ahead and do what's an investigation. 4 successes. With 4 successes, based on the information that you've gathered on all of the Wight's victims so far, they range from several ages, several lifestyles. The best you can tell is that this Wight will grab people when they're alone and violently attack them. So you've heard of some kindred who do just like to corner their victims in dark, secluded areas and beat them up. So you figure that as long as the victim is alone and maybe bleeding, you'd be able to lure it out.
That was the other part of my plan, but I was gonna wait on cutting her just now.
2 successes for the investigation. Okay, so with 2 successes,
That should be a 2 hunger too. I'll fix that.
okay. With 2 successes, I would say that you are aware of where that it is in the general location. It might just have to be a little bit of a waiting game because you don't see how quickly it's moving through the cameras. It doesn't seem to be very quick tonight.
So whenever we like get all set up, I imagine that she's just waiting in the car. I'll ask her to just wait in the car while I go out and talk to.
I will ask for a manipulation and subterfuge roll to get her into the car to begin with, though, and River will help.
That's probably true.
Yeah. You do need to roll to get her in there. Do you have awe or anything?
I have beautiful.
You do have beautiful. You can add a dice to your pool. It is a social roll. You can add your beauty.
Ooh. You know what? I don't need willpower anyways. Let's use them that.
Okay.
3 successes.
With 3 successes, what are you telling this this older homeless woman in order to get her into the car?
It's something along the line of the money, I would assume. I imagine I would I'd walk up to her as I would say, excuse me, I am trying to film this YouTube video in order to try a sort of charity thing for homeless people, and I wanted to ask if you want to be a part of it. You get some money. All you got to do is just
How much money?
$100.
$100?
Yep, we have a filming set. We're getting set up right now where we're gonna film it. Right now, you just gotta get in the. If you take a ride with me, we'll drive you there, so you don't have to walk too much. I know
They got
be a
craft
problem.
services at this shoot. They got sandwiches and the charcuterie boards and everything like that.
I mean, you can buy you a sandwich if you want.
I'd like a
Just-
pub sub.
Pubs, okay. We can do that. Yeah, get you a pub sub.
I would like a pub sub. And I would like the $100 as well. And
What kind of
a
pub
12
subs do you like?
it doesn't matter. I like them all, but I would also like a 12-pack of Corona.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. Yeah,
River, you can see River already typing up a list on his phone because he knows that even if this does end up going well tonight, the guilt alone is probably gonna get him to buy her the things she wants.
we get the pub sub and the 12-pack. The $100, I don't know about, but we'll do the other 2 at least.
You're not gonna give this homeless woman that you're making me bait $100. All right,
I
can
have
give her
one
the
resource.
$100.
I'm broke.
I can get her the $100.
Okay.
It's fine.
Make a note of that. All right.
She's not even gonna remember this anyways.
Yeah, River's texting the group chat, just being like, we need to pay this woman $100. All right. But yeah, she'll get in the car with you, so you're able to all three of you head over. Lucian and Rex, I assume that you guys would have gone there ahead of Valerie while she went to go pick up the bait. Is there anything that you guys want to do or set up while you're waiting for Valerie to arrive?
Just make sure I have my brass knuckles, gun, stake, drive my motorcycle halfway there, even if it's close. So if we need to get out,
Okay.
don't have to run as far.
Easy enough. You have all of your stuff ready to go for a fight. It's something you're used to keeping with you at all times. Rex, or is there anything that you're wanting to do to set up or do before Valerie arrives?
I'm trying to find a good place that's not super visible from the road or from the water, if anyone's out in the water.
So go ahead and give me a wits and awareness.
First reroll of the night.
Hey, if you got willpower, might as well use it, right?
Ooh, yep, and that's a hold on. Messy critical.
Yep, messy crit. Okay. All right. So the boatyard is pretty secluded. The area that you would be doing this in is pretty far back away from the street. This strip of this street itself is not. There's no houses nearby, and the ones that are just like a couple of blocks away, anyways. So even if things get a little loud, it would take a little bit for anyone to walk out or hear the stuff. You don't see anyone near in the water. Any boats that you do see out are not even visible, like are just parked on docks and not being used currently. This is a storage yard. You do see that there is also a security office that has a lock on it, a padlock. And you feel your clan compulsion come up as you see the security office and the incessant need to learn a secret about this boatyard.
Well, I'm gonna try to find that the contraband that my friend there was describing.
All right. So you did get information from Valerie that the contraband was hidden in boats that were being stored. So the board storage, it's an interesting way that boats are stored sometimes. These are not large vessels. These are more like small fishing boats. And the way that they are stored is almost like it's this warehouse. It's like a 4-story warehouse. And it's a U shape and completely exposed towards the water. There are the 3 walls on the sides and then on the back, but there is no roof except for the areas where people walk. And then the entire back is exposed towards the water, and it goes towards like a ramp that goes into the water where people either load their boats into the water or take them out. So the way that the boats are stored is almost like soda at a convenience store in shelves. So these boats are stored on the bottom row, then they're stored on the second row. They're just stacked on top of each other, kind of like on these very strong industrial steel pillars. So you would have to go ahead and give me a wits and investigation roll to rummage through, like to start searching some of these boats to find out exactly which ones have the contraband in them. Lucian, you see this Nosferatu just searching. Like he got twitchy all of a sudden and is just like now going through all of these boats.
You said wits investigation?
Wits and investigation.
I'll just let out a needless sigh and think about saying something for a second and shake my head.
Yeah, so the sweeper of the neutral zone is kind of giving you some judgment. 3 successes. 3 successes is easy, and especially with all of the information you already had. You are able to find the contraband. It's mostly stuff like cigars that aren't allowed to be imported into the country yet. It's not anything that's super illegal. It's mostly just like slap on the wrist and a small fine sort of contraband. But you do manage, there are some substances that could be useful in what you do. There's like marijuana. Like you do find like a nice big Ziploc baggie full of marijuana. You find some cocaine as well, but it doesn't look to be the same quality that you're used to.
Okay. I am going to. Does this count as my discovery?
Yes,
for
you
my
learned.
secret? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and leave. If what the worst thing I have on me in the pile.
The worst thing. What would you say is the worst thing that Rex has on him?
Probably some X.
Some ecstasy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you leave some ecstasy along with the rest of the contraband in the boat.
And then I'm gonna crawl on out and like back to my normal self and try to set up more of an ambush area because and hopefully use my special on that.
Yeah, go ahead and give me, let's see, a wits and stealth to figure out the best spot to ambush in correlation with the sewer grate that you are familiar with.
It's gonna be 5 successes.
5 successes. All right. With 5 successes, you find an area where there's just a lot of like those big trash dumpsters that you'd be able to like easily hide near, and behind there's like some manufacturing crates and stuff like that you'd be able to hide near, and you'd find some spots for Lucian and Valerie to hide in when they get there too. And you're confident that with your unseen passage, you have unseen passage, right? Okay. Well, you're confident that with your unseen passage, you'd be able to sneak up on this Wight fairly easily and get that that trash bag over its head with the zip, with like this, like the tie.
Okay, cool.
All right. It's about this time that you see Valerie pulling into the boat storage with the car. And she and the homeless woman get out, and River goes to park near the entrance of the boatyard, just so the car is somewhere where they can make a quick getaway. And starts following you guys up the path. And this homeless woman's looking around. So what kind of YouTube video we shooting here?
I don't know if you've seen them, but there are these videos where people give money to homeless people in order to, as like a charity thing for helping out the community. We're just going to do one of those. Right now, how we're going to set it up, that we're going to have you go ahead alone, be alone up in here, walk up ahead alone. We will come up to you, act like we've just seen you, want to help you out, and offer you this $100.
Okay. And she
You have
looks
a very genuine reaction.
She looks at Lucian. You look like someone I dated back in the 70s.
No.
You're a very handsome young man. And Lucian, she gives you a shoulder pat as she's walking around. And look.
Thanks.
And she's just like, just trying to like it looks like she's trying to find the craft services table, honestly. Like, where am I sitting?
No, remember what we said. So we're gonna start it out. You're gonna go up ahead alone. We'll come up to you.
Okay.
We'll, if the brute try and prep you up and make you look any better, it will look staged.
Okay.
And
Where
if
am
we
I
really want to sell this,
where am I going then?
I'll point just down, like wherever you plan for where we're supposed to go. Or I'll ask Rex. Where do you want her to go? Or would be best for the scene here?
Yeah, hey, just stand over there.
She looks at you. I seen you before. I seen you
maybe.
selling marijuana to another guy I know.
Yeah, probably. What's up? You want some?
I would love some, actually. Can I include that in my in my payments?
Not officially, but I'll get you on the side.
Okay.
Yeah, and what really helps sell this scene here? If I know it sounds a bit more intense, but if you can look like needy, like something you're actively in trouble right now, a little bit more beat up, it would help a lot out. So if we can.
Are you filming some snuff film or something?
No, look. You wanna get $100?
I do want to get $100.
And I'm not trying to kill you. I'm just trying to make sure that we get a good viewing here, that everything looks legit.
Oh, okay. And she's looking more confused, and like you see River kind of just hovering behind her with a knife, just being like, can I just kind of looking at you, Valerie, like, can I just cut her?
So let my associate here help you out, and we'll help you look a little bit more beat up. He knows how to, just like kind of motion for him to come up.
River very casually just walks up to her, smiles, and then just goes ahead and stabs her in the arm with a switchblade. She goes to, like, she's about to scream, but he covers her mouth very quickly and looks her in the eye and just says, "Forget." Yanks the knife out and immediately goes to look at this woman. "Oh my gosh, ma'am, are you all right? Here," and starts moving her. "Just here, sit down. I'm going to call an ambulance." And he just looks. He just dips his head to Valerie. And like the woman is now actively bleeding out of her arm.
And now we can go hide, as Valerie will go look to Rex to where to go.
I'll not too loudly direct Valerie and Lucian where to stand.
Really, with all the scumbags around the city, you gonna pick this poor lady?
Look, if something happens to her, we don't want anyone asking questions. If scumbags usually are connected with a lot of people one way or another, and they notice when they're gone.
We better give her a lot more than $100.
I'll keep dropping hot meals off to her whenever this is over. River will comment quietly.
Yeah. If she makes it out of this, make sure she at least does better than she's doing now.
You guys wait for a few moments. You do see that the old woman, she's looking around now, and she's just like wondering where everyone went. And like her sleeve is now stained red. It's starting to go into her shirt too. It's not like River didn't give her an injury that she's gonna die from, but she is actively getting a little lightheaded, and she's sort of just like leaning back against the leaning back from against the wall where she's sitting near the sewer grate. Few moments quietly pass by. Go ahead and give me a wits and awareness, everyone.
Including River?
Including River.
Yay!
And in this session, we are not going to take a break because we're gonna go straight into the combat once the Wight shows up.
Got one success myself. Do you want me to roll for River, or are you gonna roll for River?
Go ahead and roll for River. He's got a 8 dice pool.
8 dice pool.
What do y'all
I'm gonna
think?
go ahead and use a willpower so I don't get a bestial failure. Hopefully.
Okay.
Okay. I have either a bestial fit. I have a messy critical at the moment. But do y'all think I should re-roll it? If I do, I have a chance for a bestial failure.
Oh, I'd rather a messy critical than a bestial failure.
Okay, messy crit it is.
River only has 2 willpower, so I'm not going to re-roll.
Messy crit, 5 successes.
River got 3 successes. I got 1.
Okay.
I got a
2 successes.
bestial failure if 2 isn't good enough.
2's plenty. You guys, after a few moments, hear the sewer grate moving, like lifting. You see it like just kind of like pulsing a little bit, and finally you do see it get shoved to the side a little bit, and then you hear that scraping of metal against asphalt as it's moved off to the side, and you see a pale, bony hand covered in grime go up over the lip, and followed by another one. And then you see the horribly matted and disgusting hair of this woman just like sticking to her face, where you see that there's just dried blood, grime, dirt. She doesn't look good. But she is deathly pale. Her pupils are dilated, and you see her actively sniffing the air and turning her head towards the source of the scent and starting to walk over to her fairly confidently. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go ahead and activate Unseen Passage.
Okay, go ahead and give me your rouse check. Are you also activating... is it Silence of Death you have, or Cloak of Shadows?
I have both. Oh wait, hold on. I have Cloak of Shadows, okay. And that's the one where it's staying still.
Yeah, okay. So, alright, so it's just Unseen Passage then. Unseen Passage is the one that allows you to walk while you're invisible. Okay.
Success.
Alright, go ahead and give me a Dex and Stealth, and you can include your Obfuscate. And then the Wight is going...
Can I include my ambush specialty as well?
Yes, you can include your ambush specialty as well. Then I'm going to roll a Wits and Awareness for it, because even though you are invisible, it can still hear.
When you say add Obfuscate, that's by dots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, this is going to be a roll.
You could even rouse if you want to be worse.
Well, no, yeah, true. No, I'm confident in my own abilities, so.
Famous last words.
Oh, I'm confident in him too. Because I just rolled for the Wights, Wits and Awareness. You basically have to beat a 1 in its 8 dice pool.
Wow, that wasn't that much higher.
Honestly, it kind of spoiled me. Otherwise, I would have re-rolled some of that.
Okay. 3 successes as opposed to its 1. It doesn't hear you, as you're fairly confident that you're doing you're stepping as quietly as possible for it not to hear you. All right, now to get the bag over its head, you have to do Dexterity and Brawl to get this bag over its head. Dexterity and Brawl, but it doesn't know you're there and you're invisible, so it's a difficulty of 1. It's an ambush. This is an ambush maneuver, which
okay.
In World of Darkness, let's turn this into an educational moment. let's see. In World of Darkness, there is an ability to ambush people, which if you ambush someone successfully with a surprise attack, it basically lowers the difficulty to 1.
Knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle. That's why NOS are awesome.
What do y'all think? Should I rouse? I only have a 3 dice pool.
I probably would be best to do so. Everything can kind of hanging on this moment.
And I do have a reroll. Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and rouse.
Well, even if you reroll, you have 2 hunger, right? So you would only be able to reroll 1 of those dice.
True. All right, I'll rouse. That's a success. So then we'll move into that plus 2 dice. Two successes.
2 successes. All right. Sorry, I'm also marking down how much willpower you guys have spent so far. 2 successes. This thing doesn't hear you coming, so you come up behind it and pull the garbage bag. It's one of those like strong, like those heavy-duty black ones, over its head as you come out, and you guys all watch Rex come out of Obfuscate, including this old woman. Watches as Rex comes out of Obfuscate and yanks the trash bag tie tight and kind of like quickly like twists it so around the neck so that way it can stay on for a little bit longer. And and now we are entering combat. So what I want everyone to do is declare their intention for the scene. We're gonna start with Rex.
I'm going to try to trip her somehow, whether that be pushing or pulling, whichever direction works best. And then I'm just going to try to get out of the way of the oncoming blasts.
Okay. Valerie, what is your intention?
I'm a shooter.
You're a shooter? All right. And Lucian, what is your intention?
Yeah, I'm gonna rouse the blood and take aim and shoot her.
Okay. So, Rex, for your roll, it will be... Let me pull my cheat sheet up. It's going to be a strength, and I'm going to say brawl to push her. To push the Wight.
Yikes.
Yeah, the white, not the lady, to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to re-rouse because that is a 1 dice pool.
You could also do something else if you want.
I guess I'll just run then.
Okay. So running. All right. So then Valerie and Lucian, go ahead and give me composure and firearms. And then the Wight has, I believe, is impaired because it can't see. So it gets a -2 dice penalty.
I'll also rouse as well for this. Hunger unchanged.
Okay. The Wight is actually going to try to take a swing, is actually going to try to tear at the bag. So it's going to succeed.
I'm gonna use a willpower.
It does not get hunger. You're using a willpower.
I will also use willpower.
Okay. Are you using the concussive or the incendiary? I need that
From what I know-
clarification.
Okay, so incendiary would just do straight aggravated damage, right?
Yes,
And then would it light it on fire?
potentially.
Potentially. I'd rather not light it on fire. And concussive would just do non-aggravated damage.
Yes, correct. It would do superficial damage against a Wight.
I kind of need. I'm actually gonna do incendiary for this first shot. You need to slow it. Hurt it at least quite a lot, so it's slowed down.
And Lucian, what ammo are you using from the concussive or the incendiary?
Yeah, Lucian is using incendiary for
Okay.
3 successes.
So 3 successes at effective range, that would be 6. Okay, 6 ag damage. Wait, no, hang on. 4 ag damage.
Oh, it's not even defending against the shot. Oh, I didn't even realize that.
It can't. It's impaired because of the bag.
Oh,
It
okay.
can't see you attacking.
I would have said superficial then, but if that's going back, I understand. I just didn't realize it wasn't defending at all. I was like, ooh.
It doesn't know that it's being fired at. It's currently what you see. So what you see happening in this scene, as you and Lucian move to fire, you see its fingernails turn into sharp, long claws as it starts to come up and start to tear at the plastic bag so it can see again. So it is tearing at this garbage bag, but that is currently in this round impairing it.
Okay.
So it's the threshold of difficulty to beat is 2.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I would have. I mean, if I could have used concussive then, if I knew that it wasn't going to dodge, I would like to, because
Okay.
if it's not going to try and dodge, I know that we could probably kill it very easily in this one turn. I don't want to do that.
All right, so it's a plus.
I got 4
3
successes.
4 successes. So 1, 2. That's a plus 3. All right, so it took 5 superficial damage. All right. Already from that one shot that Lucian took on it, you see that he used the incendiary ammo. Lucian is not here to fuck around. If he can kill this thing, he's killing it. And you do see it shriek aggressively as it is hit with the flaming ammunition, to the point that you can see some of the you can see some of the flesh charring from the buckshot. It isn't on fire yet, but it took a very massive hit, and it is impaired now. Like, its one arm is basically just smoldering right now. So that was the first round. It has effectively torn this thing off of the bag off of its head. And so Rex, go ahead and declare your intention for the round.
I'm gonna take out my shotgun and shoot it in the back with concussive.
Concussive, okay. Valerie, what is your intention?
I'm going to try and make. Yeah, I'm gonna just. If the home person died, it'd be a problem, but.
Yeah, the homeless person is now
Okay.
screaming and getting up to run.
Oh, I'll make sure to I'll instruct River to make sure that, don't let her get away.
All right, so River is focused on grabbing her.
And I'll just take another shot with concussive.
Okay, and Lucian?
Can I change to concussive at this point, or
Yeah,
is
you can
that too
change.
much?
You can change to
Yeah.
concussive. You have celerity, so you have with your rapid reflexes, you're able to switch to ammo very quickly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use concussive this time.
Okay, it is going to, where is that? Discipline, because it just got the bag off. I can't spell, I don't remember my alphabet. There it is. Alright, I need everyone to give me a composure and resolve.
I'm gonna rouse. I have blood, might as well use it. Woo! Hunger unchanged. He says what? Composure plus resolve?
Composure and resolve.
I'm using on my composure, so that's a 9 dice total.
Okay,
Okay, I failed to add that with hunger again, but that's gonna be 4 successes for me.
4 successes, alright.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna willpower that.
5 successes, okay.
With a messy crit.
5 success. Oh, excellent. All right,
4 successes for me.
4 successes. All right, so all of you watch as this Wight who was initially a young woman, take on a horrifyingly intimidating look on its face to the point that it looks almost monstrous as it glares at all of you individually. You start to feel the beast initially feel fearful, but you are able to overcome mind over matter. The threshold to beat was 4. If you guys all met it. Lucian. This is a tactic that you're familiar with, being a presence user, and you're not appreciative right now of this fucking little brat, this little fledgling, because you know how long these things, now that you have a clear idea of how this thing, this thing has been around, this is a fledgling that is basically trying to intimidate you, and you don't like that. And you're getting pissed off as you feel your Brujah compulsion kick in and want to fuck this thing up. You're not going to listen to anything about this plan. Fuck the plan. The plan's out the window. You're gonna do the exact opposite of the plan, and you're gonna fucking kill this thing.
Okay.
All right. So, what were the rolls for the firing?
I don't think we've done them yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
yep,
go
I'll
ahead.
do that
It's
now.
composure and firearms for rolling to shoot. Does this thing have celerity? It does.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't mess around, so I'm aroused for it.
Gets hungrier. Where's my...
Is this still the round where I switch to concussive?
Yes.
Okay.
3,
2 successes from me.
2 successes. Alright, it is impaired, so... Alright, 1 second. So, the pool for dexterity...
4 successes.
9 plus... So, oh damn, this thing's got a fucking... Alright, so... Initial is... Sorry, I'm doing math right now, so... Alright, so... You all, so the Rex's first shot was how many successes?
That 2, I think. Yeah.
2. Alright. You watch as this creature with unnatural speed manages to just quickly just dodge out of the way. It looks like it's vibrating almost as it's starting to move. Next shot was Valerie with 4 successes. Easily just does the same thing. And then Lucian, 3 successes. Same thing. It manages to dodge. This thing has an insane pool for speed. It's got dex and athletics. If Valerie had gotten 1 more success, it would have met the threshold.
I didn't think I'd need it, but
Yeah.
now I know.
Believe because you okay, yeah, I know I did that correctly. But yeah, it managed to dodge all of your moves, and it didn't do its dread gates, so we're going into the 3rd and final round. What are your intentions?
I'm gonna shoot it again.
You're gonna shoot it again? Okay. Shoot. Or is Lucian, are you
No.
gonna try to do something else?
Yeah, I guess I'll wait for a good moment after they're shooting for them to reload and just you see him shooting and advancing forward and just throw his pistol aside. I'm going to activate prowess and try to just punch her in the face.
Okay. All right, so...
Or as hard as I can.
Okay, so prowess, I believe, is a rouse check, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your rouse check. Composure and firearms for anyone shooting.
Do another rouse.
And Lucian...
I will shift my rouse this time.
Okay. And Lucian, it's going to be a strength and brawl. Your brass knuckles will give you a +1 to your damage.
Okay.
I just roused 4 times and didn't get a single hunger increase.
Good job.
I got hungrier. I'm gonna blood surge. I don't get hungrier, thank God. All right.
I rerolled, got 3 successes only. Bleh.
And this thing is actually going to, let's see, Rex got some distance. Lucian is coming at it. I think it's going to attack Lucian. So it's going to use a strength and brawl as well with its.
It's going to be messy crit 6 successes.
Messy crit 6 successes. 6 successes. Okay. So it.
I knew to believe in you, Rex.
It took a rattle of the blood, but yeah.
Now I gotta make a new nickname for you, Messy Rex.
That's my 3rd one tonight.
Use a willpower.
Five successes. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. It is not. Okay, so actually that drops it paired. So you got 5, right? Okay, so it's not. It's currently focused on Lucian trying to attack it. So, Rex, how many successes did you get?
That was 6, yes.
6.
With a critical, messy.
With a critical, messy. You get hungrier.
Sure.
I was waiting for Lucian to hit her with the gnarliest uppercut known to man.
Dude, this thing is not looking good. All right. And how many did you get, Valerie?
I got 3.
All right. It's not looking good. This thing is looking like it's about to collapse. Lucian, you kind of like, you go into punch it. What does prowess do again? If you don't mind explaining to the audience.
So when activated, I add the potence rating of to the unarmed attack value.
Okay.
For damage.
Okay, so for damage once you hit. Okay. All right. So it got 4 successes with a messy crit. And how many did you get? 5, right? All right.
5.
So you go to swing and you clock it right in the jaw, which +1 plus your potence would plus the 1 differential would be 2. And how much is your potence rating?
3.
3. Okay.
Shotgun punches, you know?
All right. So Lucian. Okay. So you guys, both of you guys go and fire at it. It takes the rounds, and its flesh is starting to look more resemble more like gray minced meat, like graying, like grayed out butcher's meat, because it's looking fucked up and ravaged from all the shots to its torso. And then Lucian just comes in, this thing like looking like it's about to fall apart, and just slams it in the face. Its head, you hear the audible snap of the neck as the head goes sideways, and it hits the ground hard to the point that its skull impacts on the asphalt, and you can see just like a clear, like you can hear the crack of bone from the skull hitting the asphalt. It's very loud. Lucian, you know what you want to do. You want to fucking finish destroying this thing. It is currently torpid on the ground in front of you. Do you want to finish it off, or do you want to fight off your compulsion and spend a willpower to fight off your compulsion so they can take it in? No?
Lucian will just like mount the Wight and just keep punching it with prowess.
You all watch as Lucian gets over this thing and just starts punching down, and into its face. You see bits of flesh and brain matter start to fly up and scatter and just spread out this pool of gross Icarus blood that is just starting to go from red to brown to like this black goo as this thing like Lucian effectively decapitates it through punching. Its head is just a goopy, wet mess beneath his fists as he finishes it off, and you see the body start to rapidly decompose and bloat, and then start to thin out until it's just this rotted, gangrenous, headless slab of flesh that is just is just to the point of decomposition that it falls off the bone.
Grody.
And the Wight is dead. The woman is being restrained by River nearby, who he has effectively got her in a headlock and is holding her in place very fairly. She's trying to very quickly get away and is screaming loudly about monsters.
I'll quickly make my way over and try and have her look. No, hey, it's okay. Look at me.
You've got
And
her
I'm going
attention.
to try and I'm going to use Forget would be able to cover this, right? I know I could.
It's been less than 10 minutes, but she has been stabbed for longer than 10.
Yeah, I'll just use Forgetful Mind on her, and I'll explain to her that
before you give her an start for erasing her memory, you just look at her, ma'am, have her be a witness to the gang violence.
that's what I'm thinking. We think so alike, River. Anyways, I'll just say, look, hey, it's okay. You didn't see any monsters. You saw with just two gangs having a shootout. You got hit with a stray something. You don't quite know. You just know your arm's bleeding. You're trying to get it taken care of. There's no monsters. And I'm just trying to implant memory. It was just she got hurt in the crossfire of gang violence, and she was witness to it.
Go ahead and give me your rouse check to activate the power, but she is a mortal, so, but I will still need the manipulation and dominate roll.
Oh, too hungry, so sad. All right, manipulate, dominate.
Mm-hmm.
It kicks in after the roll, right?
It kicks in after the roll, correct.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll take 5 successes.
5 successes. Easy enough. You see her gaze get cloudy for a moment, and she blinks. And River holds her in a more comforting manner now. Just being like, oh God, ma'am, are you okay? Don't worry, we're gonna get you to the hospital very quickly. And the woman is now crying, just being like, oh, they got my arm, they shot me. Those criminals shot me. And River is now trying to get her over to the car, turned away from the body so you can deal with it. So
And Valerie would come up to help with disposal, but does look a bit disappointed, let down by the situation. Just, I thought we were supposed to try and take her alive, but whatever. We can at least it makes it a little easier to clean up.
You've satisfied your compulsion at this point, Lucian.
Lucian's a little out of it. The remnants of it is, woo! That's what I thought.
Well, whatever. We got the job done.
So you do still have a decomposing body that Lucian has now detached himself from, and it is just rotting on the asphalt.
I guess do I happen to have another one of those trash bags?
I will say yes.
All right, I'm just gonna start shoveling in the ride.
Okay. Easy enough. You're able to shovel this decomposing flesh into the bag. The skeletons are pretty much intact still, and it's just a squishy, nasty smelling mess as you just shove it into the bag. It's all stretched out and everything. Her clothes are mixed into it as well. There is still just a puddle of goop on the ground, but this is a boatyard. So there is probably a hose nearby. Oh.
Oh, he's gone.
Right. There we go. So this is a boatyard, so you would know that there is a hose. There probably is a hose somewhere nearby that you can just kind of spray off the asphalt real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not super happy that the skull is absolutely destroyed, but I'll see what I can I just want to grab a bone or something to at least prove that we got something done. Maybe some maybe the fingertip bones that are all claw-like now.
You
to be
also
this prove this is vampire bits.
can you give me a wits and investigation as you're shoveling everything into the bag? And I'm assuming Valerie is just hosing down the asphalt. Just
Yeah, Lucian, not too sure how any of that stuff Valerie was referring to later works, but keep that trash bag out of the sun. You can have the warlocks get a taste of that. Still might work.
I was just like,
Three
if
successes.
Valerie had to smell, it would be bad.
3
There's not just-
successes.
Yep.
Potential bestial failure.
Okay, 3 successes is enough. As you're shoveling this matter into the bag, you feel a shape of a wallet in the pant pockets, and
Okay.
you fish it out. You've got you've got a wallet that belonged to this corpse.
Okay. I guess I'll check it just to see. Yeah.
The ID says the same name that you learned the Wight to have under it's the same. It matches the same name. It matches the same ID that you got sent in that information packet from DeLeon's source in the neutral zone, and it's got a debit card in it, and some cash and a Starbucks gift card.
Going to pocket the cash and then pocket the wallet separately.
Okay. But yeah, it's cleaned up for the most part. The body is in the bag. However, you are beginning to hear the sound of sirens approaching.
You just want to walk casually out of here?
We can throw the bag in the trunk. We'll take the car out. Are you coming with us, Lucian? Or are you?
Nah, good working with you. His hand's all bloody.
I'll
Oh.
shake the hand.
I'll apprehensively shake the hand, just not very happy about it.
I'm gonna hustle back to my bike, but I'll let the Hefe know you did a good job here.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you were really useful. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Lucian, you're a little faster than them, so you're able to very quickly move away, with some fleetness, a little bit of a fleetness added boost to your step as you head back to your motorcycle, hop on, and head back to the safety of the neutral zone where you can keep going about doing what you do every night, which is making sure that these dumb fucking kids don't break the masquerade. Rex, what are you doing?
Well, I guess I'm taking my dirty, gross trash bag and I am throwing it into the trunk of River's car.
Okay. River has this woman in the back seat, assuring her that he's going to get her to a hospital.
I don't know if I want to give her drugs now or later. Probably later.
Okay. All right. So are you going to get in the car, or are you going to...
I'm gonna walk.
You're gonna walk?
Y'all can handle that.
Okay. Yeah, River, Valerie, I assume you get in the car with River?
Yeah, I'll get in the car, River.
All right. So, River, you and River drive this woman to the closest emergency room and drop her off. Explain the situation to the hospital staff, saying that you found this woman wandering around shot, that they might want to call the police. She starts getting immediately seen to, taken care of, taken to a room so she can get patched up and taken care of. You and River begin to drive back. Rex, are you heading back to the Coterie Haven?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a long way, but yeah, I'm gonna head back to the Coterie Haven.
All right. You'll have arrived there long before Valerie. As you let yourself in, it's quiet inside. You go to sit on the couch to just wait. And as you're doing so, can you please give me... Let me just look this up real quick. No, not that. Sorry, one moment. Go ahead and give me a composure and intelligence.
Okay. I'm still roused for composure too, so.
Remember, you have to rouse every time you want to. It's every time. It's rules is
yeah,
written.
I shifted it earlier.
No, but rules is written is every time you do a rouse check.
It's only for one roll.
It's only for one roll. Rules is written.
Oh, okay.
The thing that we
Never mind
that we thought was a homebrew rule that Jason Carl does.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Then we'll just do this regular pool then.
Intelligence and resolve.
Oh, composure is what I had anyway, so it didn't matter. 3 successes.
3 successes. You're sitting back in the couch, relaxing. And from the hallway, you hear a familiar voice of Sebastian. You're going to get up and start walking until you reach your home, as he uses Mesmerize on you without even having to look you in the eye.
He does that.
Valerie, you arrive at the Coterie Haven, and Rex is not there. It's quiet. You move to head into the living room. Give me an intelligence and composure. Or wait, no, it's intelligence and resolve, my bad. Intelligence and resolve.
That's a slightly better roll for me. Ooh. Ah, man. Do I spend my last willpower on this? No. That's 4 successes.
4 successes. Miss Monet, I would like for you to walk into the garage, get in the car. We're going for a drive.
Am I under any sort of compulsion, or is this just I'm just hearing this from
You
the
are
darkness?
you are under compulsion.
Fair enough. Let's do it. Valerie will just simply do.
From behind you, you hear a grunt and a body hitting the ground as River is knocked unconscious behind you. but you don't care because you need to fulfill this compulsion. You get in the vehicle, the black SUV that is in the garage. Marcos puts River in the trunk. You get in the back seat, and Sebastian de Leon slides in beside you. And the garage door opens as Marcos backs it up and starts driving. You feel yourself come back to your own senses, and Sebastian beside you. Miss Monet, it would appear we're going to need to clean up a little mess you left in the neutral zone.
The Valerie just kind of all right. Am I going to be or am I going to see the next night, or is this going to be a more permanent solution?
That will be for the Camarilla to determine. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for an episode of St. Pete by Night, Don't Get Caught. We're going to be entering about 2 to 3 week break as we have wrapped up this arc and are about to start in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to my players. Thank you so much to Tyler for coming in and reprising Lucian last minute to help them defeat this Wight. And we will see you all in 3 weeks. But until then, make sure to check out After Dark this Saturday. Make sure to check out What the Hell Was That this Friday. Make sure to check out Bloody Strings on Sunday, and make sure to check out Rage Across Tampa on Tuesdays. Just because we're going into a little bit of a break period doesn't mean that there isn't still great content here on St. Pete by Night. So make sure to come check it out almost every day of the week, and we will see you in 3 weeks when we come back. Bye!